Welcome to this edition of the Morning Brew. I want you to kick off. I want to kick off with a little advice from one of the strongest women I know in Hollywood.
It's been 9 months, and you haven't got the divorce yet. He cheats with his secretary every time he goes to the office.
Have you ever made a mistake?
That's Miss Jennifer Lopez from a new thriller called The Boy Next Door, which tackles the tough topic of infidelity. So in a recent interview, J.Lo talked about being cheating on and gave some pretty killer advice. Here's what she said. When someone cheats on you, it's about them and their shortcomings. Oh, wow. She also said it makes us feel like it's about us, like there's something wrong with us, but really, it's about their ego. And there's no denying some of Hollywood's most beautiful women have been cheated on. Halle Berry, Jennifer Lopez. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's about the person. I think it's one of the hardest things, though, because you start to break yourself down. Was it my hair? Was it my attitude? Was I too needy? Was it this? Was I that? No, no, no. It was nothing.
I know.
This person has a problem. And this goes for guys and girls.
Of course. Whoever is the cheater being cheated on. Another thing that I noticed, too, with cheating is so many of my friends have gone through this. If they've been cheated on, especially repeatedly, their trust issues are so bad because it's impossible to trust someone else because all the little signs of like, hey, I'm going to go do this for 5 minutes, like you're checking phones or
something like that.
And text messages, and it's really a vicious cycle. And I think it just shows that number one, realize that it's nothing about you. It's nothing that you could have done. But also too, just remember like communication also is really important in a relationship. Talk about your feelings. All of that.
I would say though, before you jump into another relationship, you may want to get over that issue.
Make sure you're over that one.
Yeah, because if you're going to bring it on to another one, you know, be jealous and all, it's not worth it. So.
Very true. Well, staying on that relationship topic. So in a recent interview, a newly divorced Hilary Duff, she kind of talked about relationships and how she's not 100% sure that relationships are meant to last forever. So she said there are things that happen over the course of a long relationship that you can't always fight, and that sometimes you're not the match you used to be. That plays into, of course, what you were saying, that J.Lo was saying, and sometimes it's not something two people can really work through. It could be that one person has an insecurity or ego or some other problem that really no amount of love can fix. You know, I think some people are saying, you know, maybe she married too young. I think she was 23 or 24. I think to each his own on that issue. I know for me personally, I'm so different in my 30s now, so much more sure of myself. Just knowing myself more, I would have a hard time to think that a marriage could last in my 20s.
Well, I got married when I was 20. I was married to my first boyfriend for over 12, 13 years. And we changed so much between 20 and 30. It's crazy. But I will say this, if you change together, you could probably last through that because we spoke about this during commercial break. People change in time.
You always change, exactly. Even in your 30s, 40s, 50s, like it's going to be the natural evolution of aging. But another thing with that, too, is just like, you know, to like you said, to change together, not separately, and respect each other and communicate.
And if you find your soulmate, you're good to go. Maybe that person just wasn't meant to be.
All right, guys, that's the Morning Brew for you this morning. We'll be right back after this.